Well, hello and welcome to this week's video blog entitled Journey to Wholeness. It is now the first week in January. Today is the 8th. For those of you who are in another country, it's been perishing cold here the last 2 days with temperatures in Fahrenheit to 5 degrees, 8 degrees plus wind chill. So in the south, with cold weather, insulation is a problem, and we had 2 burst water pipes last night in our house, in the kitchen, and went in the morning, and then under the sink. So the PVC pipe, the water freezes, the water expands, splits it. So no water last night, and then the plumber came this morning. A friend called the plumber for me. And so he came in at 9, and at 11 o'clock the water's back on, so praise God for that. Quick recap on the week's treatment and my life. That's a dog in the background. In rehab we started playing with the ball, son's ball, and we're now catching and throwing the ball. Which is great for my eye-hand coordination, and today at OT, the exercise with the ball, apart from throwing it against the wall and catching it, alternating left and right hand, and Melissa said, stand and bounce the ball with the right hand and aim for the midpoint, the meridian line, catch left, bounce it back, and keep alternating from hand to hand in the middle. So that strengthens the neural pathways between right and left hemisphere and helps the overall improvement. So I have a new exercise to do with the ball. I continue using 4-pound weights for strengthening my body. I've got 12 different exercises which to do, so that's improving. With PT, my PT guy Matt has signed off, and I don't require any more PT with him. He just said keep walking, and he said you're fine to get in the big pool and swim, and that will increase. So I'm pleased with that. With speech, the last sessions today, early in the week, my work has been. You can edit a bit out, just let her out of the gate. She's seen the dog next door. Okay, some editing will happen. So PT, on Monday I was on the stationary bike for 15 minutes. It was about a 3.2 mile ride, and I was good. And then he had me walk for a mile for 15 minutes. Under an Emory hospital system, there are some interconnecting tunnels that are built under the various buildings. So we went for a walk, nice strong pace, and he said we're good for that. So he's satisfied with the PT, and I'm good to drive. We still have something to drive. So we're doing that, and then finally with speech, I'm practicing in a large room with my voice and volume to throw my voice out into a large space as my preparation for returning to my work as a priest, and in particular the work of liturgy, of leading services, speaking, and so on. So we record my speaking on the iPad, we play it back, and she points out what went well, what do I need to improve on. Currently, today, she's rating my speech in terms of clarity and speed of delivery at about 90%, 95%. So it's good to know that I'm working at it, and it's working well. I continue to go to acupuncture. That is a discernible benefit for my hand as well as my face. So my right hand last week I I couldn't really move those. So, but now I could out and pull it in and out, as well as grip. So thinking of my good hand, I can move 2 and hold 2, and this hand I can hold 2 and do it. So it's only yesterday that I could get this degree of flexibility in my hand. So OT is working on strength. My thumb is weak, so holding with the thumb is difficult. The grip is strong. So I had some time today with a golf club, getting the grip and seeing how it could hold it, and then I practiced just with my right hand to see for Melissa, to see how much I can hold the club without it flying off into the blue yonder. So that's good. So I will start golfing practice very soon. So the last thing I want to say is that with assessment, when a person has stroke, they do several assessments. So I was assessed for PT, body, speech, face, aphasia, and OT for my hand. And they set goals, I set goals, and we're reaching the point now where all the markers are being hit. So that is great. But also through Emory, they offer a neuropsychology evaluation. And so normally, Deb, the speech person, said this evaluation is done 6 months after a person has had a stroke. And she's of the opinion that I'm ready to do that evaluation now. So that's all basically 2 months, November, December, plus 2 weeks. So it's comforting for her to say, well, okay, you're ready to do the test. You might, if you've never heard of a neuropsychological evaluation, what it does is it checks out the performance of the patient of mental, emotional, and behavioral tasks, which include but are not limited to concentration, accuracy in perception, controlling our movement, communicating through language, learning new information, problem solving, and controlling our emotions and our behavior, which would include emotional intelligence, EI. So the test is about an 8-hour test. There are in-house psychologists trained in neurology at Emory, so they'll be set up for me, and I do the evaluation, and we continue. So that's what's happening this week. Look forward to seeing you next week. We thank you for your prayers and your love. Bye.